What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another video. So today we will be kicking off a brand new franchise here on MLB The Show 18. I know I was doing a Phillies franchise, but it just wasn't really working out. I was very inconsistent with my uploads, and I felt like I just needed to just kind of start fresh. You know, I've gotten a new computer now, so I can just bang out a whole lot more videos in much better quality. I hope you guys can see a much better quality in these videos because of this new computer that I got. So we're going to be starting up a San Diego Padres franchise, and I really wanted to do them a little bit more than the Phillies now, just because of the amount of prospects that this team has. A lot of A potentials, not only in their major league system, but in the minor leagues. As Eric Hosmer is the brand new addition onto the San Diego Padres. He's hit 25 home runs the past 2 seasons, hit 318 last year. A very good season for Hosmer, but in my opinion, he was very overpaid. I do not believe he deserves the contract he got, so he's making a whole lot of money for the next, I believe, 8 years or so. So he's kind of stuck here until he's about 36 years old. So Josh Naylor is currently the best first base prospect behind Hosmer, so we will see how both of these guys pan out in their time as a Padre. And outside of Hosmer, A potentials on the rest of this team, at least in the major leagues, they have Manuel Margot, who's the opening day center fielder, who's going to be our leadoff hitter in the opening day lineup. Hunter Renfroe pretty much only plays against lefties. He absolutely rakes against left-handed pitching. So he's in a platoon, I believe, with Franchy Cordero. We'll see. And then I don't believe there's any A potentials in the rotation or bullpen. I know Brad Hand has a C potential, so we're going to get back to Brad Hand later. But in the minor league system, they have Fernando Tatis Jr., who I'm very excited to use in this franchise once he starts to pan out into a major league shortstop. Luis Urias, who is a second base prospect. He could be up in the next few, I would probably say, year or two, because he is very close to being up to the major leagues. Cal Quantrill, Michael Baez, and I believe there's one more A potential starting pitcher that I go through in this video, but they have a lot of B potentials. In Anderson Espinosa, they got him out of the Drew Pomeranz trade a few years ago with the Red Sox. Their first round pick in the 2018 draft. This roster I'm using is an OSFM roster that has a 2018 draft update. So I think all the first round picks are in this roster. So Ryan Weathers is a B potential. I believe he's a left-handed pitcher. I believe he's a 60 overall. So we'll see how he pans out in this franchise as well. This team really is not going to be contending for the next 3 years, I would believe. They do have a lot of cap space just because of the low payroll that they have. So we'll see if I add on to the payroll for the next few seasons. As you can see, Hunter Renfroe, 72 contact, 91 power versus lefty. So he is in that platoon role with Franchy Cordero. 74 overall A potential, but he's already 26. And we look on later to Christian Villanueva. He is also, I believe he's 26 or 27. So a lot of these young guys the Padres have, I wouldn't necessarily call them young anymore. Renfroe is 26, and Villanueva is 27. Or no, he is 26. And he also is favored against lefties as a right-handed batter, but I do believe that he can do well against righties. He has 60 power versus righties compared to, I believe it was 70 against lefties. So he hit 344 last year in limited playing time, but he's going to be the opening day third baseman, and he still has his rookie eligibility. He only had 32 at-bats last season. So looking into our minor league depth, there's Fernando Tatis Jr., 19 years old, shortstop, A potential, 63 overall. He's about low to mid to low 50s in contact and power. Same as vision and discipline. You know, he's very raw right now, but he has all the potential in the world to become one of the best shortstops in the league. Luis Urias, a second baseman, can play third and short. Still has a ways to go for his hitting. His fielding is a little bit down. He has, it's pretty much average hitting, fielding, and speed. And if he can get up to around the 70s range, if he has a good minor league season, he may be up in September. But I'm looking forward to having him up in 2019. Cal Quantrill is a former first-round pick. He is from Canada, A potential 63 overall he's a righty actually. He bats lefty, but he has 77 velocity, 78 break. Michael Baez, a 22-year-old Cuban starting pitcher who's a righty, and he is very raw. A potential 62 overall with a good 4-pitch mix. So we'll see how he can pan out in these next 2 to 3 seasons. So him, Baez, or Quantrill, Baez, and Mackenzie Gore. He was the guys forgetting. I believe he was the first round pick last year for the Padres. 73 velocity, 61 break. He's 19 years old, also lefty. So I'm looking forward to a top 3 of Quantrill, Gore, and Baez here in these next few seasons. So I'm hoping that these guys can really produce in the minor leagues this year, because I'm trying to have them up as soon as possible. So as we take a look at our starting lineup for opening day, Manuel Margot is going to lead things off in center. Our second base is going to be Jose Pirela. He's going to hit second. Eric Hosmer is going to be slotted the 3-hole at first base. Will Myers is going to be a cleanup hitter in right. Christian Villanueva is going to be at third base. Freddie Galvis is going to be the opening day shortstop. Austin Hedges is going to be the catcher and the pitcher spot. And then at DH versus righties, I believe it's Hunter Renfroe. It may be, I believe it's Hunter Renfroe. And then against lefties, Manuel Margot, Jose Pirela, Eric Hosmer, Will Myers, Hunter Renfroe, Villanueva, Galvis, Hedges, and then the pitcher spot. So the lefties versus righties is really similar. It's just slotted in with Hunter Renfroe instead. So our pitching rotation, Dinelson Lamet is going to be our opening day starter. He's a young pitcher that I'm really hoping that can pan out to be our opening day ace for the next few seasons. Tyson Ross, the veteran, is going to be our number 2 starter. Rookie Joey Lucchesi is going to be in the 3 spot. Luis Perdomo is going to be the fourth starter, and then Eric Lauer is going to be the 5th starter. Robbie Erlin is going to be a long relief pitcher, and then Craig Stamen, Brian Mitchell, Carter Capps, Jose Torres, Kirby Yates, Phil Maton, and Brad Hand is going to round out the pitching rotation. So this team is not going to be contending for a playoff spot this year, obviously, but I am looking for good seasons out of Lamet, Hosmer, Myers, Villanueva, as well as Manuel Margot. I'm really hoping he can really just do well and get to that A potential that he has been having for these last few seasons. So I know this commentary was kind of rough, but I'm starting to get back into things. If you guys want to see any more videos, let me know what you guys want to see in the comment section below. Subscribe if you're new. Opening day will be against the Brewers. That'll be coming up soon. Have a great day, guys.